My name is Sharon, and I am here to talk about self esteem today. But before we get started on that, I want to give you a couple of numbers. The first number is our warm line, it is staffed by peer support specialists who know how to listen, they know how to give resources, they know how to support. So when you call, you're going to get somebody that understands, somebody that's been somewhere too. A peer support specialist is someone with an experience in life that we've turned into a beneficial thing. Incarceration, homelessness, hospitalization, all those things that we were once ashamed of, we get to use now. So when you call somebody, you're going to get somebody that has been somewhere. And it's 24/7, it's free, it's confidential. You can talk about anything you want to talk about. So if you're lonely, if you're sad, if you're excited, if you're happy, call us. That number is 833-390-7728. The next number is our front desk. If you are needing to talk to any of us specifically, call Kim at our front desk. She is wonderful and she will get us the information. The number is 704-390-7709. All right. So today we're going to talk about self-esteem. And I know in my early recovery, my self-esteem was bottomed out, right? The definition of self-esteem is confidence in one's own worth or abilities, self-respect. That's what self-esteem is, the confidence that I can do this, the confidence that I am a good person, that I am worthy, that I am good at certain things, right? So we're going to talk about just some things that may help us nurture our self-esteem. How's that? I like that word, nurture. Okay. So when we're talking self-esteem, one of the first things we can do, and sometimes it's the hardest, but one of the first things I can do is write down a list of my positives, positive traits, accomplishments, skills, or feedback from someone that you've gotten before that said you were doing a good job. All those things that you're most proud of, right? It may take a minute to think of those things, but I want you to open up. I need to open up and say to myself, okay, I am not lousy at everything, because everything and nothing are bullshit words. The only thing that always and nothing. The only thing I always do is breathe. And the only thing I never do is stop breathing, right? So always and never. We want to stay away from those words because we can get stuck in them. I never, da 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 da. Well, chances are you probably do every now and again. So never is not an option. So when we think about that list of things that I want to put down, and it may start very slowly, it may be a very short list, but I want to contact my support people. I want to say, hey, I'm working on this list. I'm working on my self-esteem, right? I'm wanting to feel better about myself. Can you tell me something you see in me that you're proud of me for? The things we'll get from that, because the way people see us is much different than the way we see ourselves. Okay. So prepare that list of positives, right? Going along with that is the positive affirmations that we can use. Positive affirmations are a method of saying that you are what you think. The idea is to fill your mind with positive thoughts until you start to believe them. Retaping the grooves. You know, I'm always talking about cassette tapes and grooves in our brains. And it's true. I have had messages throughout my life that were very negative. Um, and they stick. They stick with me. One of the most profound things I've ever heard, and it was out of a Seeking Safety book. It said, once you cut someone, you can't uncut them. The scar will always be there. And that's what happens with our words. The scar is there, but it's all right. As we go around, we wear it down. We begin to heal it. We get it out. We shift it. We change it to a more positive thing. I'm a lousy human being. Yeah, I'm all right. To, I'm a pretty good person. To, yeah, I did good at that. I did good at that. I'm proud of how I did that. Start slow. It's hard. It's hard in the beginning to give yourself compliments. Start slow. Anything that you can say that you believe right now, and then build on it. Build on it. Okay. Identify what you're good at. Right? That kind of goes along with your list of positives. But identify what you're good at and then do it. And then do it. Right? We want to be able to have fun. Fun is something that feeds the spirit. And when our spirit is fed, our self-esteem rises. Right? When our heart is full, when our needs are met, our self-esteem goes up. So do those things you like doing. Do the things that you deserve to do. You're allowed to have fun in recovery. And don't let anybody tell you any different, because that's the majority of it. Having fun. I've never had so much fun as I have in my recovery. Okay. The next one. Learning how to accept compliments. Big one, huh? I mean, I can deal with, I like your shoes. Cool, thanks. But I really felt what you said, and it was very meaningful for me, and I really think that you're very smart. Hard for me to accept. Hard for me to accept. There are certain things that I don't believe about myself. Remember, we said self-affirmations. These are those outside sources that can help with that. Well, I may think I'm a piece of crap, but I know Sandy loves me. I know she thinks a lot of me. I know that Joy thinks I'm funny. I know that a lot of people love me. So learn to accept those compliments. Learn to take them in. Bring them into your spirit, into your body, and accept them. Trust that the person is telling the truth, right? I like your eyes. Thank you. With the mask on now, that's a big thing. I like your eyes. Thanks. Can't see the rest of me. But learn how to accept those compliments. You did good. Thank you is a big word. When someone gives me a compliment, I have made a choice to do my best to say thank you. Still little loopholes in there. Yeah, there's always a loophole. But I'm going to do my best to say thank you. As best as I can receive that compliment, I choose to. And that's going to feed my spirit. Plus, people see things in us we don't see. Right? So accept their word for it. Learn new skills. Learn something new. Juggling, accounting, whatever it is. Whatever it is that you can learn that can expand your mind, that can bring up that self-esteem to say, you know what, I'm doing pretty good at this. I understand this, or I'm really working hard and I'm doing okay. All those things, when we learn something new, it activates our brain in a certain way, right? And we can change things easier. Reward yourself. When you do good, get good. Do something for yourself. Go to see a friend that you haven't seen in a while. Take yourself to a movie. I don't know if that's still possible with COVID. Um, Fix yourself a good meal. Spend some time doing things that you really like. Reward yourself for doing good, right? You deserve it. When we do good, we should get good. That reward, we definitely have had the consequences. Well, let's get the reward out of it, right? Let's get a reward. I volunteer to help others. Some of the literature that I've read says that the quickest way I can get out of my own head and my own misery is by helping another person. And I have found that to be very true. When I am at my worst, if someone comes up and asks me for help, as much as I can give it, I will. And it makes me feel better. It makes me feel self-respect. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something in helping another person. Spend time with positive people. That's a really important one. We got to be careful who we let in our circle, right? I have a big circle, but my inner circle is pretty small. I don't have a lot of people in there. I love all these people out here and I trust them to an extent, but these folks are my go-tos. They're my truth tellers. They're my giving compliments. They're the ones that help me learn new things. All those things have to do with the people I surround myself with. So when I go about meeting someone, I want to make sure that they're going to add something into my life instead of take it away. So I take a look at somebody. I look at their characteristics. I listen to what they say, but I watch what they do a whole lot more. Right? Someone can say something wonderful at a support meeting and it's so spiritual and it's so good and it's just so profound. And you go outside to talk to them and they're out there gossiping. I don't want that. I don't want that. Because I know if you'll gossip about them, you'll gossip about me. I don't need that. I need people in my life who can support me. I need people in my life who can help me gain confidence in myself. In myself. The last thing, what time we got? Not bad. The last thing I think is my favorite. Remind yourself of your real worth. Remind yourself of your real worth. Today I know that I'm worthy of love, that I'm worthy of kindness, that I'm worthy of empathy, that I'm worthy of being a human being in this world. I realize that today. I got that. It took a long time to get it, though. It took a long time for my self-esteem to get to the point where I felt like I was worthy for anything but negative crap. It's a slow process, but we do it. That's the biggest part of recovery. Growing ourselves inside and out. Self-esteem. Where's mine? Where's my definition? There it is. Confidence in one's own worth or abilities. That's what I want. I want that confidence. I want to be able to know me well enough to know that I'm worthy. I want to be able to know me well enough to know that I have accomplished things, that I am an intelligent, capable human being. I need to know that stuff. And when I practice it, saying it to myself, it's good. But when I listen to compliments and surround myself with positive people, that's where the money is. That's where the shit is right there. So do that. Surround yourself with positive people. Check them out first. Not everybody gets to come to your party. So self-esteem, it's hard to work on. It's slow process because many of us have been beat down. But that's I. We grow. And we grow and we grow and we grow. And we understand that we're worthy today. Worthy of good things and worthy of love. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. I want to put up 2 numbers again. Front desk, 704-390-7709. If you need to talk to a peer support specialist, Kim can get a word to us. And then, of course, the warm line. I encourage you to call this. If you are anxious about calling, but you really want to talk to somebody, you're just lonely, you're just whatever, call and see how they're doing. That opens up a whole conversation. Well, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Da, 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 da. What's been going on in your life? Right? So it opens a conversation. Call the warm line if you need to. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It is manned by amazing people. It really is. Okay. That's today's class. I hope you enjoyed it. Self-esteem, you build it slow, but once you get it, it's good stuff. All right. I love you all. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day. Thanks.